My first ever experience with hair color was whenever I was about 13 and I asked my mom to highlight my hair, and she did it with one of those caps with the little holes in it and the crochet needle where you like yank hair through the holes. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you don't want to know because it's awful. I have been coloring my hair ever since then until about a year ago. This is actually my natural hair color now. But I colored and cut and did all of my friends' hair all through high school and for all of the high school dances and all of that. And the funny thing is I didn't even want to be a hairstylist in high school. I wanted to be a fashion designer, and I found out real quick that that's a really tough industry to get into. So about 2 months before I graduated high school, I switched over to wanting to go to cosmetology school, and I was in cosmetology school right after I graduated. Turns out it was a good thing I went to cosmetology school because I ended up loving it. And I actually did hair for a couple of runway shows in the fashion industry, and I hated it. The fashion industry is just way too high paced for me. There was just too much going on all at once. It was hectic. I did not like it. So I have been staying in the salon and I have been doing hair for about 10 years now. I have worked in about 4 salons during my career, working with dozens of different hair products in those salons and dozens of different, well, more than dozens, lots of different styles. And it's actually pretty funny because I have gone through generations of styles now. Whenever I first started doing hair, I was cutting mullets into farmers that were way outdated. And now I'm cutting mullets into young women's hair that find it fashionable. I can actually attribute a pretty large value of mine that I have to the hair industry. Because about 4 years ago, I started working for this company called Aveda, and they are very into sustainability and everything's vegan and cruelty-free, and just about everything is made of natural products. I feel like that basically describes who I am today, and I would have never ventured into that whole entire world of environmentalism and sustainability if it wasn't for Aveda teaching me all of these things about their products. If I could give one piece of advice to anybody wanting to do hair, it would be to expect to mess it up. And I can honestly say it is the best way to learn how to do hair. I have messed up so much hair in the past 10 years of me doing it, and I can honestly say I would not be the hairstylist that I am today if it wasn't for me learning from all of those mistakes that I've made. The hair industry is just most definitely one of those fail till you succeed type of industries. I think what I do love most about the hair industry is you are constantly learning. There are new trends coming out all the time. People are always wanting something new and exciting, and people are always gonna mess up your hair and you're gonna have to fix it. It's just constantly a learning curve. It never gets boring. I started writing for Kempt about a year ago, and I love giving people advice on how to do their own hair at home. I know most other hairstylists would probably slap me on the wrist for that because we're not supposed to be telling people to do their own hair, but people are gonna do it anyways, and I would prefer you to love your hair and for it to not fall out from being overly damaged or whatever. Plus, it makes it a lot easier on me if I do need to fix it, knowing that you probably didn't mess it up too bad because you got really good advice from an actual hairstylist on how to do your hair at home. I just overall want people to love their hair, and I know that I can provide them with accurate feedback on how to do that. If you've read through Kempt before, you'll find that each one of our writers is talking from experience. We never talk about things that we don't know inside and out, and the things that we haven't tried yet, we are testing to give you firsthand experience. We give you advice on just about everything to do with hair, from styling, coloring, to maintaining your hair. We're giving you product reviews and styling tips and a few how-tos on how to get that perfect color that you're looking for. You can literally find just about anything that you could possibly need to know about your hair. We promise that if you follow all of our tips that we're giving you, you're going to have some of the best hair days of your life.